Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, Carnival Panorama, it's looking a little iffy if she's going to get that cruise in time for Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, did you know there's a Facebook group that's planning on just taking over the main dining room? Just taking it over. So, Carnival Panorama had problems with her engines. Couldn't get to 2 out of 3 ports, came back in, canceled 4 cruises. Then said, you know what? We need more time. Canceled 2 more cruises, but said, don't worry, our Christmas cruise is going to set sail. Well, that could be in jeopardy now. They still have time to do it, but there's some issues. First off, they were planning to send the Panorama to a cruise port dry dock for repair in Portland, and it's about 100 and some miles down this river, which has very, very low bridges. Well, Carnival Panorama is a pretty big ship, 15 decks. It has the big funnel on top, and they were hoping to go into another cruise facility, get the funnel dismantled so they could fit under the bridges, but that's turning out to be impossible. So now they are currently traveling all the way up to Victoria in Canada, and they're going to have the funnel dismantled there. Then they got to go all the way back to Portland to have the actual engine work done and get the engines fixed on that. And then we'll see, are they going to just say, you know what, we're not going to put the funnel on until later and start the cruise? Or are they going to say, no, we're going to cancel the cruises and we are going to travel all the way back to Victoria and put that funnel back on? It's kind of a mess. But, you know, they don't really want to lose a Christmas cruise because those are more expensive than the normal cruises. And it's pretty much sold out, so they would certainly like to have that money in the bank, I'm quite sure, instead of just canceling it. But they're having all kinds of issues with the Carnival Panorama and getting her running. Okay. And next we have this story about the Facebook page and some complaints that they're going to take over the main dining room. But before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. You want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the lighthearted to the serious topics to the new ships coming out. I'm heading on the Celebrity Ascent today, and I'll show you all that ship in the next week. Plus a whole lot more. Maybe even save you some money in the long run and make your cruising experience just a little bit smoother. Doesn't cost anything, and it really does help the channel out when you subscribe. And again, thank you very much. Okay. Well, I've been perusing John Heald's Facebook page, and there was another comment. And I'm going to read this one verbatim so I don't get it mixed up. And in this, the person is complaining about a Facebook page planning an event on the Carnival celebration. John Heald, there is a large blank group who will be on the same cruise as me and DH. We are on the celebration December 24th, Christmas Eve. We are going to have Xmas Day as a day at sea. The group, they number 180 and are all bragging that they will be wearing PJs to brunch in the main dining room. This is not right. This must be stopped. They are not in their living room. Why should we have to see this? John, you have to put a stop to this right now. Let them know this will not be allowed and that they will be banished from the main dining room. There will be so many passengers who do not celebrate Xmas who would find this offensive. The Facebook group name is this. Okay. What kind of PJs do you think people are going to wear down to the main dining room? Do you think it's going to be like something from Vegas when the adult film show is in town or awards are in town? What do you think they're wearing? what kind of PJs do you really think these people are going to wear? And in all honesty, PJs usually don't have a whole lot to celebrate as far as the religion is concerned about Christmas. You have the Grinch, you have Simpsons, you have Marvel characters, you have ugly t-shirt contest, you have all this, ugly sweater stuff. You have all this weird stuff a lot in the PJs. So if you cannot get on board with 180 people all dressing up for Christmas morning, like Christmas Eve, not during an elegant night. They're not going to the main dining room at supper time. They're going to brunch on Christmas Eve on a cruise ship. And they thought this just might bring a smile to people's face. But obviously it's not bringing a smile to this person's face. They think they should be banished. Banished like the knights of old. You are banished from my kingdom. Banished from the main dining room. Man, people just don't know how to have fun anymore. People just I would join right in with this. It sounds like fun. And I said to myself, well, you know what, Don? Maybe your opinion is completely different than everybody else. Maybe there are a lot of people who will find this offensive. And so I started reading the comments. And I read through a ton of comments and could not find a single person who said, this doesn't sound like fun, or to say, yeah, this person's right, this should not happen, please tell them they can't do this on Christmas Eve in the main dining room for brunch. And so I'm kind of glad to see that I'm not that lone beacon of sanity in the world, because sometimes I honestly think some people have just lost all perspective on life, that they can't let just people have fun. They can't let people just enjoy something. They have to find an offense to it. This offends me. You know what? Pajamas are the most offensive thing you can do to me on Christmas Eve on a cruise. And man, it would just ruin my life if I had to see people having a good time in the main dining room dressed in Christmas pajamas. Wow. I'm glad to see a lot of people felt the exact same way. And it's about time we started feeling that way. Let's just have fun, everybody, and stop looking for fault in everything. Well, let me know in the comments down below. Am I reading too much into this? Do you think this person has a point? Or do you think, yeah, no, this sounds like a really fun time and something most of us would probably join into? Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.